Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have a Crosskeys match between WallKicks and Schulzer. This is 4-1. My name is Jaxie. I will be your restreamer for today. I'm joined by Daruk on the tracking, and our commentators are Tracy M and Will WC. Commentators, the stage is yours.
Oh, Will. Apparently this is nothing special.
Well, the note is nothing special. I think a matchup of these two gamers is a little something special.
Yeah, you're right.
Week 6 of this tournament. We got one more week to go. One of these guys is gonna clinch at worst a spot in the play-in game here, at getting a 5th win. And but you're right. We did roll no settings today on the mode.
Yeah, WallKicks in particular did want the key drop to roll on. I'm not that sad. The key drop, the key drop is tricky, and I'm still working on the ins and outs of remembering all the logic. Shout outs to Telethar and his document that explains it mostly.
Yeah, once you remember how many keys you need to beat the dungeons, it's not too bad.
It helps.
But thinking about if you're someone who pays deeper attention to the logic, then there's a bit more to have to learn.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people. I pay deep attention to the logic. I like putting the logic back together. I like breaking it and putting it back together, which sometimes breaks my brain depending on the situation. And sometimes it can give you an edge because, maybe you're looking and you're avoiding those places where the thing you want can't be. But no key drop today, so a little bit easier.
No, just the regular amount of dungeon double dips today.
Yeah. Immediate key to Ganon's Tower thanks game. We may need those, but certainly not something you need right away. Vanilla Sync.
Vanilla Sync. Are we sure this is even?
Well,
okay,
I
yeah, probably is.
What's it going? I mean, to be fair, there was a league year when they did and they did random, and all the the first 3 or 4 entrances came up as vanilla, and then the runners dropped down the well, and it was Ganon.
I don't know.
Decent treatment.
I was. This was a couple months ago, but I loaded the wrong seed for a Crosskeys race and loaded something with vanilla entrances, and I was going through like the first 4 or 5 checks, and I'm like, wow, this is, because I don't remember where all the, what all the interior houses and stuff look like, and then I finally was just like, okay, nope, I've definitely done something horribly wrong here.
All right. Okay. Magic Vat behind the Lumberjack, behind Castle
we're
Tower.
We're going to pretend that doesn't exist for the first 210 checks or so.
We did find the rupee farming cave. I might have gotten myself up to 100 rupees by going in a second time just to make sure I get Bottle Vendor. They can go back to it if they need to. Oh.
Yeah.
I hate when a cave you have to come back to is in this location.
Especially like a one-off item.
So got to come back with hammer at some point, and it'll be your go mode big key. Oh, we get a bow early. I like that.
Right. Wally with the massive 5-arrow advantage right now.
Yeah, no mimic clipping today. And that looks like a rupee.
I think that was a red rupee. Yeah.
I tend to, once I see it's not Ganon, just go back out and drop down and find out what it is that way. It's a little slower, but if you want the item, a little faster. Sorry, a little slower if you don't want the item. 20 rupees I wouldn't have been upset at. If it'd been a compass like this, then I would have been upset.
Yeah.
Compass is rendered completely useless by the auto dungeon tracking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Hey, this compass. At least now we can count how many things we found in GT. That's exciting.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair,
definitely worth the time of mashing through that text box.
Yeah. Skullwoods is our green pendant. To be fair, I tended to go for compasses more than most people because there are a couple dungeons that, like Ice Palace in particular, where you could mess up. Oh, there's that hammer to go back to Mimic Cave.
Oh, good.
Let's rush back to Mimic Cave right now. Also,
everything
no
everything we've seen in the seed is pointing us there.
Yeah. Maybe it has.
We've also
3
seen
bombs,
like
so
3 things in the seed.
It'll have our 3 bombs, so we can actually get the items in Saha. That's what it's gonna be. Also, something different. Go ahead and check it out. Dude, you have 50 rupees. You're in Kakariko. Bottle vendor's right here, and you went out of your way to skip the 20 rupee.
It's fine. 20 rupee cave's right here.
I mean, I can see in WallKicks' case where he saw the 20 rupee and decided not to drop down. Nobody wants to pay the poor bottle vendor.
It's fine. He'll still be there later with our boots. He'll be there on second trip to CAC. It's fine.
All right, Desert Palace. We get the main entrance with 1 item we can get, 1 item we can look at. Let's see if either one of them takes a connector.
I doubt it at this point. Schulzer gets a nice bomb drop there, though.
And now, WallKicks can afford the bottle vendor now.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll still. I wonder if he'll still try and hold out for a bomb shop to show up first, though, or at least like a source of bombs.
Maybe.
Because just the fact that he didn't go in and farm a second time at the 20 rupee cave when he was closest in proximity to the bottle merchant maybe suggests that he's holding out.
All right, Hookshot Cave, which we have no bombs to get through. Connector for Schulzer. And a map to Turtle Rock in the back of Tavern. Oh, now we're gonna farm rupee. I pick up all my rupees this early. It's not all the ones. Like the single rupees just don't get you there very fast. But like, is that Dark World or Light World?
I think that was Light World based off the music.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't get a good enough look at the sprite or and it was with the palette shuffle.
Yeah, I don't know what color the Dark World is or will be shuffled to, but we're very hot pink in the Light World today.
Right, we got a Cane to Samaria here in Thieves Town
and
for
Cane so far in Thieves Town, which Schulzer should probably get shortly.
No magic to use it yet. All right, back of Saha. Money, key of another GT. Okay, kind of important. Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if Wally manages to just not find a bomb anywhere here in town. I mean, like, there is one in one of the out of the way pots there in Thieves Town, but I'm willing to bet money Wally doesn't know which one it is.
You know, I know a lot of pots. I do not know which one in Thieves Town has the bomb.
Yeah, it's one of the out of the way ones on the right side. I don't even remember which one, so I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, now we definitely have bottle merchant money with the 100 rupees there in Meyer Shed, so we'll probably see that at some point here when he loops back through, presumably hoping for a bomb here for Saha as well.
Oh, the well behind the hammer. That's nice. That we have the hammer to get the well right now. Except Wally still doesn't have a bomb.
Yeah, game. Can we just? Oh, he's not even going to give it.
Yeah, he's going to wait. Wait, what is he?
He's going to kill a guard first.
He's going to kill a guard.
All right.
Can't tell what prize pack they're in.
Yeah.
Didn't drop anything. Most experienced runners do know their prize packs well enough to know which ones have bombs and which ones don't. Hookshot's nice. We have Hookshot Cave with no bombs.
All right, now we get to check the stun prize and hope that it's bombs and then be disappointed when it's not.
Nope,
look, it's
a small long term, the small magic is better than bombs. Short term, we really need a bomb for WallKicks.
And I mean, Schulzer's not going to be able to do the well either here.
Nope.
So that item in the back's going to be left unknown.
How have we not seen a bomb shop yet? Just saying.
Yeah, this...
Like Kakariko, I mean, there's enough bomb shops that usually one lands in Kakariko. We have not seen one yet.
That
or the bombs that we need are in the Mimic Cave. The game wants us
or
to go
you
to
find
Mimic Cave.
Pod or Graveyard Ledge or just you find something that has bomb access.
Lots of bombs. I bet we'll peak the race game. Maybe oh, hey, look, a bomb shop.
We did it.
We did it. All right, WallKicks gonna go back and clean up all the bomb spots. Not gonna check the race game. I was sure the race game was just gonna have bombs to tease us.
Okay, that would have actually been funny, though.
It would have been.
So yeah, I feel like Wally probably goes back. He gets Bottle Merchant. He gets Saha, gets the Pearl. He's going to get the back of the well. And then I think he's probably, he's going to follow Hookshot Cave for sure. Yeah, I imagine Schulzer probably ends up going in that direction as well. And then sometime down the road, we end up following those desert connectors, I bet.
Yeah, Schulzer has one less thing to do because he's already done... actually, two less things because he's already done Saha and he's already done the Bomb Hut.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Wally needs to come back for that as well.
Schulzer going back into desert. Oh yeah, Schulzer hasn't found the actual bomb shop yet.
Oh, Schulzer going to keep going here? Okay.
I think so. Well, he's already been in here for the item, and I think he just for the first time peeked the item on the torch.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he also must have already done the Bottle Merchant because Schulzer already has that blue mail. One of the desert caves got us. Oh my! Got us the mountain and got us Paradox Cave.
Yeah, Desert West was up to the Old Man vanilla entrance, and yep, we're here in Paradox now. Wally has no interest following that Fairy Ascension connector to take him all the way to the dam.
Yeah, that'll work out for him because he'll probably see it from the other side.
Yeah, I think he probably a better chance he finds the other side of that naturally than end up coming back to follow it.
Mire big, pod small. 300. Any early Vitreous killers here? Because we have a big key, a cane, a way to get into Misery Mire, and no fire to do 2 checks.
The back of Mire on 4 hearts with no sword is going to be exciting.
Sounds actually terrible. Actually, right now we don't have a... No, we have bow. I don't know if we found the upgrade, but like 35 arrows will do it.
I mean, you can do it with hammer if you really hate yourself.
Yeah, you can do it with hammer. We just found... looks like Hookshot Cave took us to Dark Death Mountain. And hello, Ice Palace with nothing. And hey, here's Pod with all the bombs.
Yeah, Wally unfortunately doesn't have...
He has the bow. It was sitting on the ground. He has to have the bow.
Oh no, he has the bow. I was going to say he doesn't have the Pod small key that Schulzer just got.
Yeah. I don't know if that's... I mean, it depends on what's there, whether that's unfortunate, because he might be able to make a better trip with more keys and do more things.
It'll be a little bit of extra walking, but he'll be able to get the same front 5 items here with the bow and hammer.
So you know what? It's not that much worse, and you kind of have a... I mean, not that I would ever advocate going down the right side multiple times, but it does kind of give you more options if you're, crazy like that. I don't know. I doubt WallKicks is the type that would do that. I think he's going to wait for more keys to do more things.
given where this is located, I don't feel like you're going to be back here necessarily anytime soon, naturally.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you get the 5 items here, and then next time you're here, you just plan to open the front door like normal.
Yep. And you don't come back here until either you're beating it or you have a ton of keys to just do a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Old man rescue for Schulzer. Misery Meyer's small key. Woof woohoo. Something's got to hit that switch.
All right, Schulzer now over here on East Death Mountain. And finds GT.
Boy, we have 2 small
hammer
keys.
And hookshot
hammer,
and cane.
bow, hookshot, cane. Can do stuff here. 4 hearts. GT, maybe not the nicest in the world. I don't think I'd do tile room on 1.5 hearts. I'll try it on 4. I've done it on 3. It really sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like a sword or something, but I think Schulzer can probably handle it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
I'm actually a little surprised you didn't do it there.
No, I would. I just think I would do it after I've done everything else. I would just do it at the end instead of doing it at the beginning, so that at least I can, save and quit to the front, or sorry, just save to the front and then have at least 3 hearts instead of 1.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think there also would have been an argument for you take your death warp there and then you have 3 hearts going through left side.
Yep.
But get a flute there in Staffa's room and a full magic drop, nice. Which is nice.
We got Uncle. Got a Bombos.
Can't use that yet, but we did see Ice Palace, so when we have a sword, that's...
Uncle is also vanilla. Okay. See what the front of the castle has. Absolutely nothing. Swamp small, okay.
Only one of those today, but we didn't roll key drop.
Yeah. Yeah, Swamp is one of those dungeons that changes super, super significantly on key drop versus no key drop.
Yeah, I mean, you're very rarely are you ever having to make the decision of do I want to dip Swamp now? Because that means you're getting you're dipping for either 1 or 2 items, or you're clearing the dungeon generally, unless you are doing hookless Swamp. That's about the only case.
Here's Meyer. I don't think Wally's gonna beat this dungeon, but he could theoretically. Yeah. I think I would just get all the items.
I would have been real tempted to just walk right back out of here seeing this right now and saying, give me one more thing for this dungeon, whether it's a fire source, whether it's a sword.
Silvers would be good.
Yeah, silvers would be nice.
Oh yeah, there would be a lot of darkroom navigation, so the darkroom navigation without a sword is a different beast than darkroom navigation with a sword.
Yeah, and I mean, Wally's gotten a couple extra hearts, but he's still not healthy here. And if he does decide to go to the back, he'll be doing it after the spike chest and losing 3 hearts there. So.
The ice armors looks like he's gonna be able to clean it up. He has 2 arrows left. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. It's a bit more efficient to draw out the big chest this way, so it kind of works out. Oh, glove in Meyer. Oh boy. That's a nice
That's
find.
A good glove. That gives us some vanilla Dark World access. That gives us, back of escape when we want to do that. It gives us a number of entrances. That's nice to have.
No, Schulzer not even going to do tile room at all.
Well, all right.
That surprises me.
I think that's a little aggressive for something that is behind.
I mean, I don't think it's any better to wait for the fire rod to keep going that way, because a lot of times you do tile room and you take a lot of damage, and now doing the rest of the right side becomes a little more difficult, a little slower. You have to be a little more careful. Just do it now. You can take the death warp right afterwards. It's just get it over with.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I said, I would have. Yep. Like I said, I death warp and move on, but like different philosophies, and if he gets to skip it altogether this seed, then he gets to skip it.
There's your fire rod.
Find the fire rod. Hey, remember that GT big key we just found?
Yep. Climbers, anyone?
I mean, we can't U-turn right now, but we can go and just full clear GT here at 20 minutes in.
Fun. I personally would never make it up the tower on 5 hearts, no sword, but that's just me. These players are better than that, but it's still not an easy ask, let's say.
I have had a seed before that basically required the 6 heart climb with no sword to get your first sword, so you could do CT, so that you could then get your moon pearl out of the well at Lumberjack.
Good question. What is behind Agatu? I don't think we've seen all our drops, Coper. Also, climb.
We haven't seen Fairy Drop, and we obviously don't know what's behind Agatu, but we have not seen Ganon yet.
We have not. And climb. First two chests of climb, Pichu. Don't need any small keys, which is one of the scariest things in Crosskeys. The big key is 3, small key locked. Okay, good point. Yep, there we go. WallKicks did see that connector and gets to just write it off. Not enough effective health to do Spike Cave out of logic, and no logical items for it, so we got to leave that for now.
Yeah, no
small
bottles,
key on
no
the library. Yeah, 14 effective hearts. We'll do it. We're nowhere near 14 hearts.
Nope. All right, where's Wally going to go from here? Because he's got the entire world open to him now. Maybe, back of escape would be probably
yeah.
We're not going to do that, but that would be a quick 3 items. Oh, did he? Okay.
I think he did that right away. The real issue is that he's not going to find, because he's now got all this Dark World access, he's probably not going to find that mountain connector for a while. And with the flute in GT as part of that, probably not going to get a flute anytime soon to go up there.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe he finds another way up to the mountain at some point. I don't know if we saw. I don't even know if we saw all of the entrances up there.
Yeah, we might not have. Oh, by the way, the route that I like to do, which is this one where you start at Link's house and go to the right and check those 2 entrances, had Graveyard Ledge with all the bombs you could ever possibly want.
or you can walk through every entrance in Kakariko looking for them.
That's right. Although this would be the classic situation for me. I like to try and get a bomb going to the right like that. And what always seems to happen to me is that if I get a bomb, it means that back of escape is not accessible. And if I don't get a bomb, then back of escape is accessible. Like, the game just knows. Like, hey, we'll give you a bomb,
you get the 50-50 drop off an enemy, and then you go and start from sync, and there's 10 bombs in the first chest.
Yeah. You want 100 bombs? I want 100 bombs too, Cooper. Can we save them for Z1 though? Because it's a fellow Z1 player. I want 100 bombs in Z1. Okay, so that potion shop is in an absolutely horrible location when we have to turn the mushroom.
I mean, it's not terrible once you have the flute, but you've kind of already touched on how Wally may be kept away from that flute for a while.
Yep. So this is going to be interesting. Schulzer with 2 small keys in pod.
Yeah, he found a connector up here to the top of East Death Mountain. So
yeah, this was Slipshot Cave.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so there is possibility of
the mountain will light up, and he'll be able to get to the mountain that way. The light up of the mountain with the mirror is
yep.
Hey, it's a beatable but not in logic Hera.
Yep, Wally here in the Dark World. This first entrance he's checking over at Dark Flute 5 and finds a quote-unquote beatable dungeon that we see as a crystal.
Yeah, I think you just do it. It's not that hard to get back to if you get the keys. All these GT small keys, I'm beginning to think that we might have a vanilla Ganon, but I think we're still missing a connector. Sorry, a drop down, not a connector.
Yeah, I still don't think anyone's been over to the fairy drop.
And that is our third logical GT big to Pichu's point.
Oh no. Schulzer just absolutely perfectly timed that to get caught on the right side of the switches.
So my question for Schulzer here is, he must have already opened the door. Never mind, because he's used both keys.
Yeah, I don't... Going through right side multiple times is a choice you can make, but I think this is... Especially... this is the way you want to do it.
Yep, I agree. 2 checks and drop down. But... Let's see what, his tracker. I can't read the number in that color. Right. I also hate doing pod with 2 keys, because that means you've got like 4 orphans, you got the big chest orphan, everything's orphan. I do it because it's in a bad spot, but I also hate doing it without some sort of way to see in this. I get destroyed in the...
These arrows and bombs will be helpful, but...
Yep.
That's a very welcome heart refill.
I mean, it makes it more likely he survives to get the other chest, but if he... You gotta be... It's like, it's a balance here, right? You don't want to take too much damage and not make it there, but you also want to be able to death warp. He's down to 3 hearts.
Yeah.
Death warping in the dark, fun fact, not easy.
All right, he figured out where he is, and now he's going to get there.
Yeah, there we go. Well, the next heart piece wasn't going to give him a refill. If that had been Sank Heart, though, that would have been truly cruel.
Oh, no. That would have been hateful.
True. Which means if he can remember to turn that in before doing East Dark World, or East Light World, sorry. And
I mean, like, he's got the flute, so and you're not really incentivized to hold on to it for fake powder purposes today because of the bat location. So, yeah. I mean,
well, if the bat was accessible,
first try it.
Yeah. If the bat was accessible, I would just do fake powder. But with it being behind Castle Tower, you're just not caring. I always say about fake powder, it very rarely pays... Oh, it's boots. Very rarely pays out, but when it does, it pays out big. And WallKicks suddenly picking up something that it might be a while for Schulzer.
Schulzer having the fire rod is probably even more incentivized to go into Mire and clear it when he finds it.
Yep.
But, it's just a matter of time on when he gets down there to doing those South Shore checks. Unfortunately, he's in Ice Palace right now without that glove, so he's not going to be able to clear it here.
Yeah, we got no big key, but we do have a small key. That small key is significant because it does mean you can just do an icebreaker, or you can steal the conveyor key. I don't think stealing the conveyor key certainly doesn't speed you up, but it does at least get you the extra item.
Yeah. I don't know if Schulzer maybe didn't realize until that point that he didn't have the gloves or if he was just on muscle memory, but either way, found out at the atrium chest that
Ice Tea has progression. If there's progression in Ice Palace, I feel like Ice Tea is number 1, and then the Pen Gator Room is number 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's now the second time we've seen Schulzer just kind of, I know it's in logic, but I'm not going to do it, just like you did with Tile Room. It is an interesting choice, given that, you're already, again, it kind of lends some credence to the idea that he had forgotten about the glove requirement, or just like to check that he didn't have one. Because, I mean, if you're going to go into ice for 3 items, you might as well go.
Not a new player by any stretch of the imagination. The forgetting about needing a glove for Ice Palace is a classic new cross key players mistake, because when you don't have entrance rando, you cannot even get into Ice Palace without a glove. So
I mean, I can say from experience that it's also an old Crosskeys player mistake, but there's our other glove there in the dam. So
yeah. Where was this dam?
See in a second.
I just want to see how available mitts are. Oh, wait. Oh, we're in the Dark World. Okay. His palette is screwing me up. That is a very available glove. So mitts very available early. I hate early mitts.
Well, he's going to find that soon enough. Whenever he gets over to checking West Dark World.
It does give us, I mean, we already had access to most things. The mitts, it was actually really interesting because there was a big conversation about what mitts do in an inverted Crosskeys race last night. And there were some people that argued that mitts do more in inverted than they do in regular. And a lot of it depends on, do you have access to the mire area? I've seen mitts open as few as 1.
Access to everything else in the game. It's only King's Tomb that is strictly gated by mitts.
Yeah.
But it can certainly be a nice to have if you have the mirror in terms of accessing a lot of places just more efficiently.
In inverted, there's a lot of places that if you don't have a connector to it, you need the mitts to get there. Whereas in regular, as long as you have access to the Misery Mire area, it just leaves Hammer Pegs, Ice Palace entrance, and Turtle Rock entrance, and a lot of times those are connectors. I forget what the details were, but there was a Crosskeys race I once called where I just called them the saddest mitts ever, because there was like 1 entrance and Smith chain. Was it? All it gave us.
Yep.
But they are good for Dark World access, so we haven't found... I don't think we've found a good connector over here. I'm not sure.
I didn't see how Schulzer got in here. I don't know if this was maybe like the old man save and quit. I did not pay attention after he left Ice Palace.
Old man star. Okay, that's really good Dark World access. So the mitts do less. Yeah, this is going to be more annoying for Wally in getting the items in Castle Tower, because Schulzer had the fire rod, get the torch.
Yeah, this room isn't like you can get there, just hold down left, hold up left, hold down left, hold up left, kind of deal to get through it. You just kind of need the guards.
Yeah, Wally just did it. That was actually really impressive how quickly he did that without anything to guide himself by.
Yeah. All right, so what direction is Wally off to now? Is this going to be... All right, heading back into Dark Worlds. Didn't he just do that? Maybe this is back up to up towards Pyramid and Catfish or something.
He did the pod area. It looks like he hasn't really done this south bit.
Okay.
Spiral Cave.
Maybe I'm confused. I thought I had seen him come from Swamp Palace entrance a minute ago.
Maybe he did and just decided to this faster.
Yeah, maybe he split it up into 2 chunks there. Just went south from the portal and then went over to the race game area checks or dig game.
Finding a dark entrance, very quickly realizing it's the only one you really care about at this point is the one that takes you to the mountain. That's clearly not the one that takes you to the mountain, so Wally doesn't care.
And Schulzer found a connector up to Floating Island here, and then we're not going to do Hyrule Castle? Okay.
Now we're doing okay. We're gonna just go ahead and beat ice, I guess. With hammer. I mean, you there's no way to say fire rod shots. You're gonna need to use all 8 fire rod shots. So that leaves you with the hammer. Back.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was. I mean, Schulzer also needed that full magic drop to be able to do this, which I mean he got. Yep. So, well played.
So he's got.
But if he hadn't have gotten that, I don't think he's beating this dungeon without it, based off of his magic situation before. So
I mean, it's still going to be tough because he's going to need to have. I think he'll be fine because there's some small magics right before you go into the boss. But he's going to have to use 8 magic shots. He's not going to have. Yeah, and then he's going to have nothing left.
He has enough to do Cold Stare, but he'll have to do hammer hits only.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just saying he'll have to have that full magic bar to do it. I think he will. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to do Freeze Ore again, and you get the 2 magic pots right before. I don't know if if his small key situation is going to allow him to go into the other room that has like 3 small magics. There's not the Sun Prize is small magic, but there's not a lot of enemies you can stun in Ice Palace.
Yeah, like if he wants to get the mini pots key, he could do it, but it's not a concern. The concern is going to be the second half of the Cold Stare fight after you break the shell, because you're hammer only at that point.
Yep.
And we've got blue mail, but we're still on 1 row of hearts, so you can only take I think it's 3 hearts to a puff, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I think is the word.
Let's see what's in iced tea. It is 300 rupees, so we didn't have anything in iced tea. And plus, you're not getting the big chest, which probably isn't a big deal. When is the Ice Palace big chest? He has the big key. Never mind. He's got it. Okay. So we're gonna have to do a bomb jump to get over there. That's fine.
Well, he's got the hook shot, so he can just drop down since he's done Freeze Ore.
Oh yeah. That's true. I don't think there was anything in Hyrule Castle. All right, we're gonna have 6 hearts on this fight. There are no more hearts to be had. Yeah, Big Key might have influenced his decision to come in here. I think I would have waited for a little bit more, but
yeah. Oh, he's gonna try and do some arrow fire.
Well, I mean that is a thing. It does exist. Try and save some fire rod shots that way. This is not hard to do when you have sword beams. We don't even have. There's just a nice rhythm to it with the sword beams. So with the arrows, I've not really experienced with it. So.
Well, he's keeping it going so far. Took a couple early hits, but doing okay right now.
Well, I hope for his sake this is a crystal. If it's a pendant, then yeah, Wally might never come back for us. Oh no! I mean, unless he dies, then I hope it's a pendant.
Yeah.
There's a big key for Wally. Big key to Hera. I mean, it's not hard to get to, so if he wants to go back and do that at some point when he's in that area, he could.
All right, Schulzer gets it done.
I was so expecting that to be Sankar. Okay, it is a crystal.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if that was the most efficient use of our time when this is relatively accessible from Back of Old Man, but you know what? It's a fully clear dungeon, and you got a crystal for it, so take it and run.
Yeah, I expect that WallKicks won't go back there until it's a much faster clear.
I think you're probably right.
Meanwhile, I have no idea what WallKicks was doing during that fight because I was kind of riveted to the fight. Interesting choice to spend the small key.
Is this even?
Spends the small key on the big key chest and gets a vanilla big key. That is fascinating. So you're going to want to have all 5 pod keys for that.
Yeah, Wally was up. He got the Dark Potion shop cleared. That was where he got the Hera big key from and check Catfish. So.
Mm-hmm. This, okay. I mean, this desert spot is actually kind of good for Wally. If he takes the connector, it'll get him to the mountain. I suspect he will take the connector after he checks these other 2 entrances, unless one of these other 2 entrances gives him a better connector choice. Pod small?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's probably something he's coming back for, especially with boots. So we'll see.
Those pod smalls somewhat significant since, I mean, it depends on how Wally routes a pod. A lot of players, if they have 4 keys, will do big key chest over Harmless Hellway. If they don't have the big key, and he won't have the big key because that's where it is. We'll see what he decides to do when he goes back there. I imagine he's going to want to have several keys to go back there, but if he has less than 4, probably doesn't get it. We got Desert Small Key somewhere.
Yeah, I missed that.
Led to nothing.
Nothing important from it.
Oh, here's Ganon at the Useless Fairy. Okay. So no required climb. Yeah, I think that is a very good statement from Coper that the big key is. I don't know if we'll find out if it turns out to be his biggest advantage, but it just feel like a huge advantage.
I see that they had a map marked. Did we have it when we were in there? Did anyone catch if it was Pendant or Crystal?
I didn't catch it. Yeah, so if he had it, like I tend to notice P's more than C's. It's probably a crystal, but don't know. I won't swear to that.
Yeah. As I say, we may have just gotten the pod map after being in there, so I don't know for sure that it was even visible.
Yeah, same. Now, one of our trackers, Derek, thank you very much for tracking, saying that it was that they didn't have it. So,
gotcha.
Wally up to 2 pod small keys.
And now he is on the mountain.
It's actually going to get him his mitts relatively soon. So he'll rescue the old man and have that village start spot.
Yep, that is true. Meanwhile, Schulzer about to find Misery Meyer here.
So he'll have his mitts pretty soon.
Since we've already done one terrible boss kill, why not make it 2?
No, right? Yeah, hammer and 13 arrows and a prayer. I mean,
He's gonna have that same sort of fun experience of spike chest into the dark rooms here without a sword, but unless we find one on left side. He's also...
And I expect him to do left side with the fire rod. If he had the lamp,
he's also using a lot of his arrows here when I think I might be using the hammer to save those for...
He's also down to dungeon. 1 heart.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
You can't do spike chest on 1 heart. I think it's possible to do it on 3 hearts and take the death. I have never managed to do it. I need 4 hearts. And logically, it's the only logical heart requirement in the game. The 4 heart logical requirement for spike chest. If only we hadn't turned in the mushroom. We could fake powder the Banty Fairy.
Yeah, that would have been not the thing you normally think of for fake powdering, but it would have been nice here.
Also, not an easy play to do either, by the way. I'm looking at his heart piece count. I don't see any heart pieces, so he's not going to get bailed out by that kind of refill. Big key to desert. Okay. So we potentially, depending on whether desert's a pendant or a crystal. Looks like WallKicks has it marked as a crystal. Gonna need to go to that right side. Or sorry, that left side.
Wally now in GT for the first time. We might get our first look at Tile Room here.
He's got all 3 keys. Like he could climb. He's got the. Does he have the big key?
Well, no, he's not gonna get that fire. Fire
the big key's in the back.
Go through Super Bunny.
Yeah, that's true. He can't climb, which is fine.
Yeah. Unless Lamp is here, which would be kind of funny.
It would be really funny, and then it's an even worse climb. Schulzer still on that 1 heart. The other problem with the thing with Meyer is it has no heart pots. There's like 2 of them. There's nowhere to get health.
They're pretty out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah. To get health without. If you have powder, then you're set because there's Andy fairies everywhere. But
I'm not sure exactly what he's gonna do.
I think he's just gonna have to skip the spike chest and
yeah.
At
I
half
think
a heart,
you're skipping
there's no
spike
way.
chest, and I don't think you're going for Vidya on half a heart either.
You're not. So. Not in the dark. Does get the mitts.
I mean, he's got flute. It's not like it's hard to get back to Meyer there at Mini Moldorm Cave, so. It's not the end of the world, but it is going to feel a little bad to like have to double dip a dungeon where you have everything to clear it.
Yep.
Item wise.
Gonna do the Skull Woods checks. Skull Woods is a pendant. I guess we knew that. That was green pendant, wasn't it?
Yeah. We do have a pretty good number of maps on both runners' sides, so as we find more of these dungeons, like we haven't seen Swamp or TR yet, and eventually we'll find out whether pod is pendant or crystal.
So yeah, actually, the fact that we haven't seen any TR entrances is interesting because there's 4 of them and. I feel like usually you found one of them somewhere at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes one of the connector dungeons just decides to be really hidden, and like you end up with where one of them's a must connect up to TR Bridge, and one's a must connect over to Eastside Desert, and there's only one or two of them that are accessible. But
I mean, just last week I called a race where the only desert entrance that was not a must connect was actually 7 crystal locked.
Yeah,
which that's pretty rare, but it did happen.
Eastern Palace, no big key. Although maybe there's another vanilla big key, who knows?
At this rate, yeah.
We've already had GT and Pod being effectively vanilla.
That puts Wally up to 3 pod. Okay, still needs a few more pod keys to put him in good shape for that big key.
I mean, the good news is that without the big key, there's at least a decent chance you just open the chest.
Yep.
Whenever he is back there, but
yeah, it looks like he's going to do the same thing with the Super Bunny Cave, so he'll get his fire rod soon. Yeah, there was a map on the GT Torch that Wally skipped, and I don't know. I get skipping maps. I also get picking them up. I swear, the more you have to go out of your way to pick up a map, the more useless the map is.
I think Wally just has a general philosophy of I'll figure it out, or the information will come to me. He's almost never going to go out of his way to pick up maps or do map checks or anything like that. I think that's just a personal choice. He has Pod, Swamp, and TR maps that we have not actually
he's got
seen the info for yet. But
so to answer the question, he's got maps from Pod, Swamp, and Turtle Rock. And the crystal and pendants marked on the tracker are exactly the same as what he's got marked on his tracker. I mean, I kind of have a similar feeling about maps than he does, although maybe less extreme, because I probably would pick up the torch map. But if there's a map on, say, Zora Ledge, I'm not going to get in it.
Yeah, I think there's a certain cutoff point there for me as well. I think probably I'd grab the torch one if I'm not at or near full information, but it's probably not going to come up either way. We did see Pod was a crystal, Swamp was a crystal, TR was a crystal, I believe, in that quick
I saw a crystal, so I'm gonna agree, but I didn't get a good look at it.
Yeah, Skullwoods was the only pendant that was visible, so.
Yeah, I've absolutely had a map pickup be the right one, and then you just need to walk out the door and find out whether that particular map is a pendant or a crystal. And you get disappointed because it's whichever one you didn't want.
Right, it ends up being your Hyrule Castle map or something.
Or that too, yeah. Oh, that's where the Desert Small was. It was on Stumpy. Okay. Oh, nice to have the Waterfall Cave knocked out by Paradox entrance.
Yeah, I mean, I think, at some point, Wally probably is thinking about doing Zora just without having, just Fake Flipper over there, because Zora's in logic with the glove, and we have the boots, or I'm sorry, the bow, and can do a splash delete there. All right, we're right back into GT with that fire rod. Wally's gonna have the choice of climbing here as well. So Not sure how he feels about doing that at this point in the seed, but
swordless climbers sounds terrible. Just saying.
It's not the most fun. I mean, I think you've got enough of a kit to do it.
Yeah, you've got a hammer at least, so you got some repeatable offense. So if you, without any kind of repeatable offense, or at least silvers,
your landbow fight's gonna be a little bit gross just because you can't use 6 fire rod shots and then light the torches afterwards. But
let's see what we get here. Maybe it gets better, and that doesn't help. That would take me away from climbing if I was thinking about it. The mirror,
I think so too.
Yeah, the mirror opens up a ton of stuff that we can now just do. And who knows whether he was thinking about climbing or not, but he is not climbing now. He might have been, and it also might have been conditional on, do I get a sword back here? Do I get, some sort of magic help, like a half magic or a bottle? Like there are things that he could have gotten there that might have caused him to climb. And you got 3 20s and a mirror, and a mirror does a lot of things.
So we got Smith turn in for Schulzer. Wally still needs to, at some point, save and quit to Old Man and get his bits out of Village of Outcasts. I'm sure sooner than later he'll get there, but
All right, just a heart piece on the big chest of Hera. No, he's starting at Link's house. I thought the next save and quit would be one of the Old Man, but he's got other ideas. Schulzer finds Sick Kid with no bottle. I don't recall Sick Kid having anything, but...
No, Sick Kid had the boots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot. Well, that's that's unfortunate for Schulzer. Also, Wally grabbing the arrow upgrade.
He's doing this in the mire here.
Yeah, because 30. If you don't miss, 35 arrows is enough. A big. I might have, at 300 with that many rupees, I might have grabbed an extra arrow upgrade. But the problem is, you have to walk all the way out and all the way back in to do that.
Yeah,
so totally get not doing that. But yeah, we're gonna see him using hammer for these wizard ropes. He wants to save those arrows. There's a couple. Well, there's at least one arrow pot in this dungeon. I'm pretty certain. Did he not have the big key?
Maybe he skipped this check.
Yeah, maybe. I thought he had the big key, but I guess he didn't have it or he skipped it. Either way, I'm just gonna go do it now.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact route he did, but I guess he did skip it.
It was just a heart piece at the potion shop, so nothing lost there. Yeah, we're gonna have to. This is unfortunate. We're gonna have to grab this magic refill, and then we can't miss our shots. He does need to get the one in the compass chest because that's the desert big key. But I don't recall the cutscene chest being anything significant.
I believe that's correct. Oh, nice sword! Look, thank you.
Vanilla sword on the Smiths. Oh my god, that's our first sword. Oh boy. There might be other swords that are accessible, but yeah. The first one we've seen. Too bad it's not like in vanilla where if you get your first sword on the Smiths, it's tempered.
Wally has unfortunately taken a fair bit of damage here going through left side of mire. He got bopped by a bomb slug earlier on and then gets poked by the whiz robe there as well. So he's already down to 3 hearts, and now he's looking at that dark back of mire and maybe having to make some decisions here.
Yeah,
he's mirroring out.
He's bailing. I think that's the correct decision.
Yeah. That is a low probability play there with no sword and no invincibility to get you through.
Mire isn't the worst of the double dip dungeons anyway.
It's not the worst. It's still a little annoying when you're, now effectively triple dipping it. But
Yep. For me, it's how much of the path is to the boss, right? So in Mire, you can go to the boss and not run by any chests.
Mm-hmm.
Pod's kind of the same way, so I don't mind those as much. Whereas you get like your Easterns in particular, but also like your Ice Palaces and stuff, where there's a ton of checks on path. Or Thieves Town's another really awful one. Although it's rare that you double dip in Thieves Town's usually to go back for the big chest, which never has anything except when it does.
There's the other side of Bumper. We saw it earlier.
It's also a classic new player gotcha, the hook shot through Bumper Cave.
Yeah, that one's not particularly obvious if you don't know about it before.
Yeah. Like it would never ever come up in without entrance. Okay, yeah, I like the purchase here. Oh, he's just going to use it right now? I like it. It means he's going to do something else. At this rate, he might just go into Dark World the vanilla way instead of saving and quitting to the old man. And
yeah, it's just, there's the horrible pain of having to pick up 12 bushes or whatever when you don't have a sword.
No sword. Especially, it's more painful when you have boots and you don't have a sword.
Yeah, I mean, you're only losing a few seconds to doing that, plus, the extra running around the long path time. But it feels like hours. Yeah,
it really does. All right, so we're gonna do Thieves Town out of logic without a sword. I kind of hate this, but again, Thieves Town big chest never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure that's actually true. But,
I wish it was. I wish it were. I wish it were true.
But yeah, we'll be 3 checks. We'll get a little bit more Infinite Crystal info.
Yeah, and one of these checks is in logic. The Maiden Cell could have something for us. I mean, the other checks could have something for us, but the Maiden Cell would be the most likely thing. I also am not a fan of not sword. I mean, basically his options are hammer and the Cane of Samaria. I imagine he would potentially do a combination of both. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean,
probably just the hammer, really. I mean, he's no magic.
Probably just the hammer. I was going to say, he doesn't have magic. So,
I mean, there's a couple of...
the stun prize, but...
I mean, there's some magic pots. Like, he could get a couple... And, the Cane of Samaria is a low magic tool. But, yeah, no, this is going to be hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Schulzer finally getting a bottle, but when does he go back to Sick Kid?
That was at Flute 5, or was it... So I don't think it's that bad to get back to. Nice swamp big there in the Maiden Cell.
Does potentially nothing.
Never mind, just get a full magic drop.
Yeah, now we can use the cane.
That's worked for both runners now.
Yeah. If he wants to use cane, he's got options.
Pretty clean through the first 2 cycles.
Yeah. So what would actually be really nice here? Is another shield.
Yeah.
This is one of the few places where I find a shield actually does help. Oh, it's a pendant too. Ooh.
So we got 1 pendant left out of our 3 remaining dungeons that we don't about. Actually, I guess it's between the two runners. We have a little bit more information because we do know that ice is a crystal from Schulzer clearing it. So it's
I think it's
just Meyer and Eastern.
Yeah, Meyer and Eastern. This could be WallKicks going back to pod, which is not ideal with 3 keys. We'll see what he does with them. Or mirroring, just he might not be.
As I say, he's got some other mirror stuff to do on the mountain. He could end up back in pod here, but we'll see.
Oh, Mini Moldrum. I don't think we've seen this yet.
I don't believe so.
Nothing in Mini Moldrum. Nope, this is pod.
All right, really depends on what chests he opens.
Okay. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Okay, so you know what? If it were me and I get this big key, I'm using my second key. I'm using a key to just go to Helma.
Yeah, I think at this point you're.
And it is
now that you know that it's a crystal, I think
you just beat it.
Yeah, and then you can kind of just hold out for a couple more small keys and clear the back the next time you're up on the mountain sometime.
Yeah, that and Fire Rod for the dark rooms is more than enough. It's the quote unquote advanced logic where Fire Rod puts things in logic requires that you have torches in every room. But in a lot of these rooms, it's the difficult rooms that don't have torches and the easy rooms that do. No, so the other way around. It's the difficult rooms that have the torches. So the Turtles room, for instance. Kind of the same thing in Castle Tower. The maze room and the room with all the drops have a torch, and the other rooms are just kind of just walk through them. It's just not difficult.
Yeah. You just gotta. The problem with those rooms is that there's not really like an easy setup to line up with the torches. I guess the maze room in CT has a little bit of one, but Turtles room and the room with the pits are not trivial.
Yeah, I would say in both of them, if you know what you're doing, they're not too bad. But like if you walk in and having never done it before, yeah, it's going to be problematic. Like I find for the Turtles room in particular, if you walk in and just hit left a little bit immediately and fire the Fire Rod, you almost always get it. If that doesn't work out, then the turtles start getting in the way of where the torches are, and it becomes a bit more of a problem.
Yeah, if you get it first try, you're fine. If you don't, then it can get out of hand real quick. Thankfully, Wally was nice and clean through there.
Yep.
That is Crystal 2 for Wally.
Yep. Schulzer with a 1 crystal lead, but I imagine the desert play. I don't worry. The desert play is not as significant as like the Ice Palace play, for instance, and the pod play are kind of even up.
And it doesn't matter because Wally's in ice now. Because yeah.
Still no sword. Well, shame he wasn't able to buy a blue potion. Sometimes I wish that in Crosskeys, regular Crosskeys, they take that. You know how they have the blue potion in the inverted. Mm-hmm. It'd be really nice if there were more ways to get blue potions.
Yeah, Schulzer pulled the cape there out of Dark Cross. So we do now have a not in logic yet, but we do have a clearable spike cave, I guess, if that's something you really want to do.
There's the other pod small. I suppose he can go right back to pod and go spend if he wants to.
Yeah, I mean that would end up orphaning Harmless Hellway pretty hard, but it's also like 6 items with that one small key. So
I don't know that we saw anything back there from Schulzer, but the we didn't see the big chest, so
right.
Where was mirror? I forget. We got a mirror somewhere.
That was on right side GT.
It was the right side GT, yeah. Yeah, right side GT had 3 20s and a mirror. At least I think it was 3 20s. So maybe after
would
this,
really like that mirror. By the way, having to take all these long death warps here in Hyrule Castle.
Yep.
And getting another heart piece refill there in Zelda's cell.
Oh, that's the worst. But yeah, I was gonna say this might be the after Ice Palace, and possibly another dip into pod. This might be where Wally finally goes and saves and quits to the old man. Maybe, possibly.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, we're still waiting on Schulzer to get back over to Sick Kid and get his boots. That's been a pretty significant advantage for Wally at this point in the race, having had those since, 30 minutes in or something?
Yeah, so Wally is going to need to grab these pots. He doesn't have enough magic for his fire rod. He doesn't have a sword to use his bombos. It's unfortunate he doesn't have the sword.
He'd really like that sword.
That sword to use the bombos gives you the 6 fire rod shots, which is, if you know what you're doing, is enough to just destroy the puffs.
Yeah, both runners have somewhat important items that the other one has dodged. The mitts and the sword on Schulzer's side, and then the mirror and boots on Wally's side. Obviously, mirror plus boots has been a pretty significant advantage in just efficiency for Wally, but Schulzer did get paid off with the sword that was behind the mitts, so that is a nice to have. All right, Wally now in Oko territory with the puffs, so has to be a little bit extra careful.
Cave for Schulzer. Did we see this already? I think we maybe saw this already.
I don't know if we did.
Another pod small, so no, probably not.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Oh boy. Okay, one more.
There we go. Nice and safe there at the end.
Yeah, remember how I said he would do it faster? No, this is... Wow. Good job from both our runners getting through that cold stair fight.
And that is Crystal 3 for Wally.
All right,
so
we do know...
even back up in that count.
Yeah, so we do know now that Meyer is the crystal and Eastern is the pendant. Oh, half magic in the chess game, wherever that was for Schulzer, but he just saved and quit, so I missed it.
That was down at the Curiosity Shop up in the Dark World.
But so yeah, it is Meyer for our crystal, so we can start talking about what we actually need to finish the game. Which at this point, swords, flippers for Swamp Palace. Man, we guess we need to find Swamp Palace?
Yeah, I think, and we need to find a TR entrance somewhere.
Yeah,
that's a strange one to still be looking for at an hour 15 when we're talking about go mode.
I mean,
but we do need to find a TR entrance somewhere.
Wally's got 3 TR keys. Could this be the? I've seen this exactly once, where TR East is inaccessible without, like, I don't remember where it was, but it was, it's not a must connect, can't be a must connect, but it was inaccessible, and then your only accessible TR entrance was the front, so you actually get a vanilla TR trip. I've seen it once.
Yeah, we have enough small keys that we can make it work.
We can.
Wally does need the TR big.
We need the TR big.
I forget where that was.
I have no idea where that was. Okay, this big chest, has it got anything? It's got no, it has nothing.
All right, and it has a piece of the logic for our desert big. That's about it. And yeah, Schulzer is on his way to mirror now. I would say probably likely that he bails on the climb on getting the mirror as well, but I probably would have had a pretty low track record at trying to predict.
I know
decision making to this point. So,
all right. TR Big was
TR Big was an Eastern. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's that big a problem. I mean, I don't know if Wally's an Eastern hater, but if you know it's a it's a pendant, it's a much easier ask to go just do all the checks.
I don't know
without the big key.
I don't know if having that knowledge encourages him to go in there anymore or to dodge it any harder, but
and at an hour 17, WallKicks finds out where Ganon is. The useless fairy. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I mean, that's, that does also inform, like, if he's not there, then you just go and climb immediately.
Yep. All right. Well, WallKicks is finally going to get his mitts.
That's good.
Could potentially lead him to a sword. I mean, to be fair, Zelda, I think, is even more likely. I mean, Zelda is, of course, the most famous of the Eastern haters. But again, with it being a pendant, it is a very different calculus with it being a pendant than with it being a crystal. With it being a crystal, you go in there without the things to beat it, and you just know you're double dipping.
Right.
If you go in there with a pendant, you just you know you're getting items, and you may never have to come back.
Yeah, I don't know if it makes Wally go, okay, well, it's a pendant, so I'll just do it now, and because I know and just hope I never have to come back, or if he'll say, oh, this is even more worthless to me than usual. Yeah. I'm out of here.
Possible. It's possible. Eastern is just such a terrible dungeon if you don't have the stuff to beat it and don't know you have to beat it. It's like, I mean,
he does have boots. We are, he is a decent ways away from go mode, 2 swords, the TR big. So,
finding swamp. We have to find swamp.
Yeah, we still got to find swamp. Although we, in theory, unless we, need to find a Quake medallion or something, we have everything for all of our entrances.
Well, he did grab the smith, so he should get a sword relatively soon. I don't remember what it was. I thought this was just a compass. He must never have scouted it.
Yeah, he didn't peek this.
No, it's a small key. Never mind, I'm wrong. Oh, good. Skullwood's key. We really don't need those.
No, we haven't seen Mothula yet, so
nope. With Fire Rod in hand, even knowing it's a pendant, you might just grab it. Oh, silvers are nice. That could send him back to Vidi.
Yeah.
That's a very easy Vitreous kill now. And assuming he turns in the smith first, which I imagine he would, he'll have a sword to be able to navigate the dark rooms 1,000 times easier than without a sword. Bomb guy. Hot in desert.
Hey, look, they're gonna meet up here at the bomb shop. At least for just a second. And I think that was oops, I have the smith, and if I go clear this crystal, I won't have the smith from Wally, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you happen upon a dungeon with a smith, it's often the right decision to just go ahead and sacrifice him. But in this case, it's so easy to get back there. You might as well just do all the things. We're gonna grab. I like the blue potion pickup. You've got the item in the potion shop. And yeah, Schulzer also, gonna get this small key and be very disappointed.
Meanwhile, Wally's about to get that sword and be very glad for it.
Yep. And that's just, he's gonna be very glad he did turn in that smith, because now Myers gonna be a much easier clear. Now you just, the dark rooms with the sword is very different. And we're going to do something else first. What are we doing first? Oh, he's going to go into the back, the main part of Skullwoods.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you're not. I don't know where we're going. It's just maybe purple chest over, because he's already fluting to 7, so maybe that's he's doing here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wouldn't it be funny if there were another sword there?
Oh, Hammer Pigs had Skullwoods, which I didn't even notice. Schulzer is going to go ahead and beat Moth.
I guess we're going to probably see Wally do the same here.
I mean,
there are arguments against, but it's green pendant. You're already here.
It's green pendant, and
You're never coming back to this.
Yeah. Skullwoods, it's good and bad as a pendant, right? Because it's like, a lot of times you find Skullwoods, you just do it. Like, okay, it's Skullwoods. It's relatively quick for in this case 2 items. Sometimes just for 1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in Wally's case, he's already got a pendant, so if Ped decides to do a thing.
Now, when would Ped ever do that?
Never, ever. Oh, blue potion. I mean, not what you're hoping to get, but, there are worse things to pick up.
You're not going to complain, especially when you're still riding around on Fighter Sword at an hour 23.
Climbers is still out there, and Fighter Sword Climbers, while much better than no sword climbers, still not great.
Yeah, we still got a bit to find here. The flippers are kind of the big one, I feel like.
Yeah, that'll get us our last sword, right?
Something
the
one
sword
that's Shirley and Swamp. Yeah.
Of course, the Saha play right here. Yeah, just 300 rupees.
We are very rich at this point.
So we're going to talk about advantages. The one advantage Schulzer has, he's already got that. What was the Turtle key in
out of Eastern? Yeah, that's the best thing he's got going right now.
Where was Eastern?
I want to say it was somewhere kind of out of the way, maybe like Dark Death Mountain. I don't remember offhand.
Both of them doing Spike Case simultaneously. Love it. Wally with enough hearts to do it without using up any of his.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, WallKicks with a Fire Rod and a Skullwoods big key. I mean, if I were him, I'd probably go just clear Meyer because I can. But that Skullwoods area he hasn't touched. Now he's got the big key. He can do all of it. He's going to go ahead and do the Skullwoods stuff first.
Yeah, we'll see what decision he makes with Eastern Palace, given where it is.
It's, you know what?
You might just grit your teeth and do it. But...
Yeah, I think you got to grit your teeth and do it. It's in such a terrible location. You don't want to go back there.
Nothing in Skullwood's big chest.
Powder is a thing that exists, and we don't need to grab the small key because we've already beaten Moth. And it's not even a bad woods. Yeah, at this rate, Schulzer might just never get boots. They also might not. They're looking not required.
I don't know if we've seen anything actually important gated by them yet.
I mean, I think there might... I don't think we've seen King's Tomb yet. I'm not even sure what all... I mean, because Wally's had those boots for a while, and he certainly would have been checking all the entrances.
Yeah, Wally's kind of has delayed North Dark World.
He's thinking.
Oh, that was a long think. But I can tell his teeth are gritted right now. I was just like,
I'm sure they are. Oh, we found an entrance to Turtle Rock.
Hey, how about that? It does exist. So yeah, this is... I guess Schulzer can... Oh, there's our flippers and Crystal Roller.
Yeah, I think he's just going to go beat this. Dark Maze, not particularly hard to navigate if you know what you're doing, but it's not the opposite direction where it's the easiest dark room in the game. You just hold up.
A little bit funny, but Schulzer kind of gets to do a somewhat natural route through TR here, because after you clear Laser Bridge, beat Trinex, you're going to get spit out at the front, and then come back in, clear the front. You can go all the way to Lava Chest that way.
But I don't think...
With the keys that we have.
I don't think you leave the... I don't think you open this door here.
That's an interesting call, because we are still, like, we have not seen the TR bridge, and we're still looking for an entrance.
Red mail's nice. This is you're definitely okay. We've just find a must connect. It's fine, but it's definitely a gamble, because if he gets spit out of either Pyramid Ferry or GT entrance, then you can't get back in.
Or any boots locked place, yeah.
Or any boots locked place, yeah. Whereas WallKicks, I think, would only get screwed by GT entrance, because you can get back in with boots.
Yeah.
Pyramid Ferry, you know what you're doing, and I imagine he does.
Even TR entrance would have worked out okay for him there with the Quake being on the bridge. Yep.
Oh, by the way, where is this lamp?
Great question.
We logically need it. Not just for like pod, but we actually logically need it for Turtle Rock with the must connect for Laser Bridge.
Yeah, we're gonna do hammer. I don't know where it is. Maybe it is on the climb. Yeah.
Yep, maybe. Hammer Trinex, everybody's favorite. Actually, with his much I would consider just using. You can use just rods if you want to on this.
Yeah, that's exactly what Schulzer did.
Big Chest of Desert, is that a new check for us?
I think so. Just a heart piece, though.
Harris Small Key, everybody's favorite. And by favorite, I mean very much not. This Harris is easy to get to if you want to turn that in, but it's a terrible, terrible item. All right, this will be Misery Mire for WallKicks. So it looks like Turtle Rock is 3 bus connects at this point. Actually, we haven't seen Turtle Rock West, which you go back to Turtle Rock East and bonk and get that very, very easily.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way you end up checking that, if necessary.
Yep. So the logic for the front of Turtle Rock is all 4 small keys, which we don't have. The game, yep, there's your lamp. The game wants you to reverse Turtle Rock for your lamp to go down to Trinex with it. Granted, Trinex is always 4 key locked, but... Oh, that's, oh no, it's, TR Bridge is, the front, so there you go. So I'm not sure where that east entrance was, though. Anybody saw it? Let us know. All right, with Silver Arrows, easy Vitreous fight.
All right, the east entrance was at Spike Cave.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Ew. Ew. That is truly disgusting. Because really, for Spike Cave, you're trying to wait for the TR Bridge. But you have to go to Spike Cave to get to the TR Bridge. That's terrible. I mean, to be fair, Wally's looking for several entrances, and at this point, he's running out of places to go, so it's probably not going to be too long before he gets there, but... we'll see.
Yeah.
Still
wondering where the Swamp Palace is, though. That's the sort of interesting...
Oh, interesting Turtle Rock entrance. Right, this will be Hype Cave for Wally, which gets him another pod small. If I recall, it's like all that's there. Oh no, sorry, not this was half magic. Where was
I think Hype Cave was in the area here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting my caves mixed up. I mean, granted, you call a bunch of races in a week, you play a bunch of seeds in a week, they all start matching. The seed bleed is real. Oh, hey, there's TR West at Turtle Rock entrance. That's hilarious. Every once in a while, you get some really fun entrance logic. I remember one seed where the 3 desert entrants were right in a row in Village Outcasts. No, there's Hype Cave. Gotcha.
All right, so this is back to pod. This will be finally all 14 items here with 5 small keys.
I mean, right now between the runners, we're only really looking for a sword, right? And an entrance. Sword and an entrance.
Yeah, but I think for items, yeah, we have access to all of our entrances. So
yep.
I think King's Tomb here in just a second for Wally is going to be a new check for us.
Yep, it should be. I mean, the only way it wouldn't be is if it were a connector, but there's a connector out of Graveyard Ledge that I think Oh, okay. This is not new because Schulzer would have already done it. Oh, this is back at desert. Okay, this is that. Okay.
Yep.
This is gonna work out really well for WallKicks. Just don't mirror here and lose your portal at the graveyard ledge. It's a mistake I've made more times than I'd like to care to admit.
Another thing to consider here is that even if, once Wally gets his flippers, I think he will know that he is
sword mode.
Yeah,
I think you still check the front of Turtle Rock looking for that sword, though.
Probably. But yeah, it's going to be interesting for him because, Schulzer is probably thinking, I need to find boots to find this entrance. At this point, he doesn't have a lot of entrances left to check.
I'm not sure what's left besides King's Tomb.
Well, there's the other entrance on West Dark Death Mountain that Schulzer didn't check when he went into TR. But yeah, there's not a lot left. We've got Pyramid Fairy, we've got King's Tomb. Excuse me.
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy still exists.
We've seen Ice Palace entrance.
Maybe not. Oh yeah, so we're gonna. Okay, this is. You still have your mirror portal. Okay, this is not. We're not getting King's Tomb right now. That's fine. We don't need the mirror portal for King's Tomb. We just do it in the light world. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the wrong drop down for WallKicks because he would have gotten Turtle Rock if he'd gone down to Spiral. Okay, because of course. But you might be heading up there right now the normal way. Schulzer, meanwhile, is going to clean up Misery Mire.
Now, Wally has... This is the only accessible TR entrance, because the Dark World was the front of TR.
Right, he doesn't have Quake.
You can't drop down to that.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have Quake to get into the TR West, which is was on Laser Bridge, so... Some very dumb TR entrances. Yeah, I don't think we've exited Pyramid Fairy yet. To answer that question.
Another place that we haven't seen yet is Castle Tower entrance, because Schulzer didn't have that cape when he was there earlier.
That's true.
Actually, Schulzer didn't have the mirror.
Wait, no, this is TR East right here.
Yeah, this is Spike Cave. That's what I said.
Oh, Spike Cave. Okay, it's Spike Cave entrance, and then the something else was on. I was thinking it was Spiral Cave, Spike Spiral. SPI.
Yeah, I could kind of tell. Like I was a little confused earlier, but yeah.
So what was it? Spiral Cave entrance? I wonder.
That was junk. It was. We saw it from Schulzer after.
Okay, because he
TR front. Yeah.
All right, so WallKicks is going to follow this now that he's seen that the other entrance is trash. And you did say Spike Cave, and I remember you saying Spike Cave, but my mind switched it.
It's all good. I'm very much. Anyone who's ever been a co-op partner of mine knows that I have a tendency to, just either blank on the name of a check when I'm trying to communicate it, or say completely the wrong thing. So.
Sure. So I don't think either one of them. I don't think Schulzer did the other two checks from TR West. That would be from TR West.
He hasn't done the.
Yeah, no, he's got two. Yeah, he's got two entry. Couple.
The lava chest or chain chomps.
The WallKicks now in sword and entrance mode.
Yeah. And finding his way through the maze mode.
Yep. I mean, I did earlier say that it becomes the easiest when you go up. The one nice thing, even when you're going down, is if you make a mistake somewhere, all you have to do is hold up to reset.
That is true.
See if WallKicks decides to exit this. Also, the Thieves Town small key, much worse for WallKicks than for Schulzer, since WallKicks has beaten Thieves Town and really doesn't want to go back. Granted, Schulzer, knowing it's a pendant, doesn't want to go there either. But for him, it's 4 checks. Oh, the Quake was here. You still needed to go through, his Laser Bridge exit into Mirror, into pick up Quake.
So yeah, this is really a question of where is Swamp and where is our second sword going to come from?
Yep. Oh, by the way, we can do Pyramid Fairy.
We are doing Pyramid Fairy.
We are. Yep. There it is. There is a Big Bomb trailing Schulzer.
And this is going to be 2 entrances for him with that cape in hand. So
yep. I see chat trying its darndest to get Petted back in play.
This is we're trying to make fetch happen.
It's not. I mean, it's not dead, but it's on life support, which is fine.
Mm-hmm. And it's just here.
Pyramid Fairy. Okay. Well, I mean, I put Schulzer kind of in the lead. If WallKicks goes straight for Pyramid Fairy, and there's a sword in here, he has a good chance of catching up with those boots. But he's probably going to finish cleaning up this Turtle Rock.
Yeah, no, it's going to be... unless Wally pulls like a sword out of Chain Chomps or Lava Chest.
Yep.
And Schulzer dodges a sword in here. This is, Schulzer's in a really good position now.
So yeah, the boots looking to be not required. WallKicks is just going to go ahead and leave. Going to rely on Swamp being. We're going to check. We're going to go ahead and check the Ice Palace entrance. Not sure what item entrances we all have. A big check. Okay, so Schulzer doesn't have the Swamp Big Key. If that's our sword, that would be really big.
That could be a swingy thing, but we still need Wally to get to
Pyramid Fairy. Yeah,
get to Pyramid Fairy.
He's gonna do King's Tomb first.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it.
To orphan it earlier.
These are faster checks than going to
Nobody
K45
wants to.
to get
Yeah,
the Big
no
Bomb.
one wants to. I mean, Big Bomb is slow normally. Yeah, and K45 not a great place for it. You're probably better off just saving and quitting. Big Key to Eastern. Oh, goody.
That's cute. I don't think anybody's in a big hurry to do that.
Yeah, so WallKicks is going to find TR West here.
Yeah, I think at this point he seems pretty heavily fixated on just find Swamp now that he has those flippers, and like a sword will come to me at some point, memes or not.
Schulzer doing silvers for the puffs instead of sword spins. He's got a pretty good rhythm going with the quick swap, so that's probably faster if you can do it with quick swap. I would never be able to
just make sure you only quick swap twice and not 3 times.
Yeah, yep.
All right, no sword in the 7 on the way checks of Swamp Palace.
I don't think you go back to the left side. You go do other things. There's got to be other things, yeah.
I mean,
you could check GT entrances. Again, I don't know what item caves we have left. I don't think there's any big money ones.
We're going to come up here and check the entrances on top of the castle at least.
Yeah.
So I assume that there's something left, but...
Yeah, so WallKicks looks like he's headed towards that big bomb. He'll have a much faster swamp, but...
Hey, Tracy, do you remember 2 minutes in when we saw Mimic Cave up at the North Lost Woods entrance?
Oh, WallKicks did that.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember seeing it. Oh, we did have
here's a 5-item cave at the...
That is a big one.
Oh, boy. Could have 2 swords in here. Could have a book.
All right, chat's going to be going nuts in just a second.
Walkie to Ice Palace. A shovel.
There's a shovel. Wally's got his big bomb, so...
Yep. And a heart. Well, we can't actually do anything with the book. We've already seen the entrance. We could read pad, and we can read tablets. But like, you're looking for one sword, you're not going to read a tablet. You're not going to read a tablet.
Right? Yeah. No. There's not a good reason to. Even if you saw a sword on a tablet, it's probably not going to be worth the time commitment to come back for it when you have a master sword. So.
Yep. And one more item cave up here.
So yeah, Swamp Big Chest is probably going to be Wally's big out here.
Yep, because he's going to do, I fully expect him to do the same checks. There's a bottle on the pyramid ledge that it looked like it had green, but I didn't get a good enough look at it.
Yeah, it was green, a green potion.
So, as someone that likes to use the cape on Master Sword spins, that's actually would be a nice pickup for me. But WallKicks in particular has 2 blues, and 2 blues is usually enough. Okay, so Thieves Town is really interesting. There is the big chest. Big chest could have a sword. We saw everything else from WallKicks in here.
Otherwise, this is going to be a fair bit of time back to WallKicks because we have seen the other 3 checks and no, there's nothing in those.
Yep.
And Schulzer doing this without the boots is going to have a nice long walk. Yep. Through a pendant dungeon while holding 7 crystals. Feels bad.
Sure does. Sword mode is very annoying.
There is a sword in Big Chest of Swamp. That is huge for WallKicks.
Well, yeah, I think that's... Gosh. If there is one in the Thieves' Big Chest, then really,
he'll
really
at least be in Ganon at the same time, but I think Wally's going to get there.
Yeah, I don't think
there first.
No, okay. These are super on the way, and if there's a tempered sword here, you don't want to miss it, but yeah. I'm not surprised that Wally's checking these.
Where was that Swamp Big key? That was somewhere silly.
It might be in Thieves Town. I don't remember. It is the actual answer.
Yeah. Well, clearly I don't either. So
Swamp Palace making an appearance in chat. Yeah, I think Wally's gonna be done with this Argus fight before Schulzer even gets to the big chest here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if Schulzer does get a sword from Big Chest here, he can mirror. He'll be slightly behind into the Ganon fight, but I think Wally's definitely getting there first at this point.
Yeah,
no matter what happens.
Just the boots. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there was
the one in Logic. It was in the Maiden Cell. Wow. And when WallKicks did Thieves Town, he did not know it was a pendant.
All right, what's the big chest got? It's just 10 arrows. So
that's not going to work.
Yep.
Maybe the other 2 swords are in the climb. I don't know.
Yeah, that's. there's left side swamp. There's the climb. We've got
There's Turtle Rock
Hera,
engine,
Hera big key
Hera
chest.
basement.
2 checks in Eastern.
Got checks in. We got some checks in Turtle Rock left.
Yeah.
Hera big key chest. Hera big chest has been checked. Yes. So the basement, the tile room, the worst check in. Well, I don't know if it's the worst check in the game, but it's the worst small key in the game. You like it just never to show up. You never have to worry about it.
Alright, well, he's got one of the nicer spots for phase 2. Just start off here on Ganon. Can be able to get...
Yeah, he's going to be able to one cycle phase 2.
Yeah, well, not quite. Got 8 spins in there.
Okay. I thought he got them all, but not quite.
Yeah, he got
but also
just
that
one
blue
short
potion.
here. But yeah, he's using the blue potion. Again, just take it safe here. Yeah.
You got silvers for the last phase, so once you get past phase 2, it's not so bad. I mean, I remember the first time I tried to kill Ganon Master Sword silvers. I had all sorts of trouble because I kept bouncing off and, couldn't get in position to fire those silvers. So it's not quite as free as like with the Tempered Sword, but while you're a veteran of the game, we'll have no trouble.
Yeah, it's a little bit different mechanics than other versions of the fight, but...
And then there's
Wally's a veteran.
Yep. The issue a lot of us have is just you're so used to when you spin making the timing to not make Ganon blue that it's not unusual to accidentally go for a slash, for a damage instead of the blue. But he did a very nice, got a double on the last shot. Very nicely done. I think Schulzer I might get a pet check from Schulzer.
This is going to be his return trip to Mimic Cave, and then...
Oh, yeah. Also, WallKicks, finishing with an official race time, 1:52.26 GGs to WallKicks. That was between the boots and that Swamp Big Key. And we get the forfeit from Schulzer.
Yeah, Schulzer getting the news that the sword that Wally got was in the Swamp Big Chest, and
yep.
Obviously with Schulzer not getting into Thieves Town there until right around that same time.
Nope. It's kind of something that I often say is sometimes not knowing something's a pendant or a crystal works out better, because like if that had been a pendant, maybe Wally doesn't do it, or if he had known it was a pendant when he went in.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello. Joined by WallKicks.
GG's.
I really should have held off longer on the Thieves dip. Like, I got obviously Thieves Big was in Link's house, so I was super suspicious about Blind Cell. But then like other things kept coming up, and I'm like, all right, put it off. And then I felt like I did it at a really weird time. Like, I had a fully clearable Ice Palace. Why don't I do that? I had like other better things to do when I chose to do Thieves Town, and I didn't have the small key. But I was just sometimes you just get so hyper focused on like, man, this blind cell is really hecking suspicious, and I guess it worked.
So, yeah, the big key for the second sword.
It was a long payoff, but it was pretty suspicious.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have told you where I picked up that Swamp Big until you guys were talking about the Thieves Dip. I'm like,
we forgot to. Don't worry.
I couldn't tell you that.
That was the conversation where I think as Schulzer goes into Thieves Town, we're like, where is the Swamp Big? I think it might have been here in Thieves Town. And then Schulzer picked it up while
that.
And so, like, at that point, had he already done Swamp, or?
Yeah, he had 7 crystals in hand when he went into Thieves Town. So or went back into Thieves Town for the second time.
Yeah.
The other thing was he never got his boots.
Yeah, man, those are awful boots located. Like that's an awful boot spot, and I got really lucky routing that in the way I did. So like I knew about Sick Kid being there. I didn't have a bottle the first time, and then as I'm doing the pod area, I get the bottle, and I'm like, man, I'm never getting back to Sick Kid. And then the pod entrance just happened to be Spec Rock Cave, and I'm like, okay, I was like, this is the closest I'm ever gonna come to doing Sick Kid. Let's just do it. I'm like, surely Sick Kid will pay out. I was laughing when I got the boots. I was like, oh my god. And then like as the seed went along, I'm like, okay, there are other opportunities to get these boots. Like, Back of Desert is right there in Dark Shopping Mall. Like surely you just get the mirror and you go in right afterwards.
But yeah, I mean for you it was really interesting. Like we were looking for first of all the Turtle Rock entrances were extremely dumb.
Yes,
they were.
Yes, exactly. One accessible TR entrance at Spike Cave, which of course is
actually
top
it gets
of the
better.
list to go to.
You didn't do the front of TR. There's a lamp there.
Fair. Like I was curious about the lamp, but also like at that point I had hit flippers. I'm like, okay, I'm in
no, it totally makes sense.
Sword mode. Like I'm gonna skip the front and look for swamp, and surely sword
surely.
swamp.
Surely. Yeah. So the game wanted to get all 4 small keys to go to the front to get your lamp to go back down to do Trinex. Like, yeah. Thankfully, we know how to get through the rail maze without a lamp.
It's true. I still had some issues this seed. Not the best cold stare fight, but we got through it. That's all that matters.
Yep.
My second dip into Mire with the intention of clearing it, and then I was just taking chip damage to the point I was at like 3 hearts. I'm like, this isn't gonna happen.
I think that was a good decision, especially no sword, no lamp, like getting through the dark part of that without a sword. Even the sword just makes it 1,000 times better than.
Yeah, and then I was again interested in climbing GT because at the time I was like, I don't know where Ganon is, but then I'm like, I don't want to do a swordless climb.
And you got a mirror.
And I got the mirror. I'm like, okay, I have better things to do than a swordless climb. Like I'd be staring at hammer Aga 2, and I'm like, nope.
Oof. That's right.
That's my least favorite part of swordless, and there are a lot of things I don't like about swordless.
Hammer Aga 2,
yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know if I see you have a bug net. I mean, I don't know if you had it at the time. Looks like
no.
Schulzer
that was
looks like
he's
looking
pickup.
for those swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
People would ask me, do you use the bug? Like, no, I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had the bug net, I might have been more tempted to climb, but
yeah, no, that's fair.
Again, because at that point I don't know where Ganon is, so like I would have climbed strictly to get to just to make that possibility a thing.
Mm-hmm. And
like
the Eastern
Schulzer's been rolling through on fast forward here since the race.
Reasonable.
I've been enjoying trying to see him find where some of these other swords were.
Yep.
I am very curious. Yeah, I'm assuming we both have the same one sword from Smith.
Yep.
Yeah.
Figured.
So the Eastern play was funny.
When am I ever gonna go back?
You paused there. I mean, there was definitely a moment of thought.
Absolutely had to think about it. I'm like, man, this sucks. But I'm like, also, I'm never coming back here.
I was sitting there trying to figure it out with known Eastern lover WallKicks and a known pendant Eastern that isn't clearable at one of if not the most annoying places to get back to in the game.
Yep. Yeah.
It was a nice combination of
and we knew by then that the TR big key was there.
Okay.
Schulzer found it, just went in.
I figured, yeah.
There it is, left side swamp with your sword.
There's a sword on left side.
There's a sword on left side.
Of course there is.
something memes, etc., etc.
And like you're not gonna do left side swamp.
No, not when you're
when you're in sword mode.
No, you're not doing left side.
Yeah, like I fully recognize that Schulzer probably routed better, probably played better. I just happened to do the one thing that got me a sword on the path, as opposed to.
Well, boots help too.
Yeah, for sure.
Boots weren't required at all, but they helped.
No, but they help. Help me, leaned into it a little bit, and yay, finding a glove in Fireless Mire.
Yeah,
which
your gloves
wasn't
were backwards
necessary.
Too. Yeah, you got that glove first, and he got the
weren't
glove
backwards. First. That first glove was in logic the moment you got the hook shot.
It was.
And the hammer.
It was. I mean, I was joking about clearing Misery Mire when you all had like cane, like 4 hearts, cane, big key, and a bow.
Yeah. Again, I was prepping for it. Like I had prepped because I bought the upgrade, so I prepped. But again, just my dad never felt like I played particularly well in terms of like execution.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, 5-1. Yeah. I don't need to stress about next week anymore.
Oh yeah. Worst case is you playing the play-in, and if you win, then you get to skip that too.
Yep. But thank you guys for this. I appreciate it a lot. I know this is sort of a last minute, get restream. So yeah, sincerely appreciate you guys doing this.
Yeah, I saw the matchup and I knew it was a 4-1. So yeah, I felt like I put my name in just to see if I got anything, and sure enough, we got it on. So huge shouts to Will for joining me. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and thank you to Daruk for tracking, and Jaxie for tracking and getting the restream organized there on short notice. So very much appreciated.
Yeah, and GG's again to Schulzer. Like, dude has gone through the gauntlet this tournament. Like,
no kidding.
Yeah,
I think he's played 3 champions and a runner-up in his 6 matches so far.
Yeah,
like he's faced Gamma and won. Mm-hmm. I think at some point he raced Gem, who I'm pretty sure was a runner-up in like one of the first editions, like back when it was just a one big bracket as opposed to the Swiss format we're in now. I think he lost to Humbug. That one I'm not confident on, and then he played me. So like, damn, dude.
Yeah, to come out 4-2 and still have a shot to play in week 7, I think is really strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
And fortunately, lots of nice, easy matchups in the 4-2 bracket. waiting
surely
he'll
get someone easy. Oh my god!
There isn't like a
he
jam.
Won't get another former champion or runner-up.
I was like, surely there's not like a Jammo in there who's sitting.
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, GG's. Thank you guys. I'm gonna head out and enjoy the rest of my day.
Thank you, WallKicks, and good luck. And yeah, with that, I guess we turn it back over to Jaxie.
Thanks, Tracy. So yeah, this was a very amazing show from both of our runners. If you like what you saw, be sure to give both of them a follow. WallKicks and Schulzer 9999. I want to thank our commentary booth, Tracy M and Will WC, for joining on such short notice, as well as Daruk3 for joining me on the tracking. The fun does not end here. I'm actually going to be sending us back over to ZSR Prime for a Crosskeys match that's going to be starting in about 25 minutes. So in the meanwhile, just sit back, relax, get a nice drink, have something to eat, and we will be back in short time. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Jaxie from ZeldaSpeedRuns, signing off.